Okay, so now it's time to put the intercooler on. So the intercooler has a couple mounting points on it. It has the one on top right here, and then one here and one here on the bottom. So basically what we'll do is, here's the center mount, and then there's a point here I put on there and one here I put on there years ago for mounting points. So pretty easy, straightforward for the most part. I may run and get new bolts and that. We'll see. I'll see what I have here at the house to put on here, but yeah, so let's just put it on here, get these to line up properly, make sure everything's nice and straight, and then the intercooler will be on. I'm not going to put the piping on because I'm waiting on the couplers to come. They were all blue and black, so I just ordered all black ones, so they should be here I think today and tomorrow. So yeah, so let's get we'll go ahead and get this mounted up, and then see what we got to do. Okay, it is time to put the intercooler on. We're gonna go ahead and slide this through here. Probably should just get a shorter bolt. So those are tight. Let's make sure this isn't hitting anything down below. Okay, so right here is the other mount. Which is why I had such long bolts, it looks like, because I didn't drop this down far enough. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, for the passenger side mount, I'm going to remove this here. Cut this zip tie, try and remove that. And then I got a piece of metal that I'm going to try and run from here, which the light's not helping me at all. Let's see if I can move this over. So from here to that mounting point, so kind of like this. So everything will be nice and flush. This side here, I should be able to do the same thing to it. But I'll just have to do some cutting on this side, but I can leave that in there for now. Okay, so I got the line drawn on where I need to cut this. So make sure you always wear safety glasses. And this should be pretty straightforward to cut. Should be. So make sure you don't touch that right after, because it gets hot. Okay. All right, so now we're going back underneath the car, mark these holes. I'm gonna try and make them like an oval shaped, so that way I can adjust it left or right if I need to. And then we'll find some bolts for both sides. Well, I got bolts for the one side, but a bolt for the other side. I like to kind of make it look nice. I may, when I go to the store, I may go get some bolt that'll fit it. But we'll drill it out and all that stuff. So let's get back underneath here. All right, so what I'll do is take my pen. Ouch. And we'll make it about right there. So I'll take this. And we'll make it oval like that. We'll try to anyways. Same with this one here. All right, so that ain't perfectly drawn, but I'll clean it up when I get up. So now we'll take this. So we'll kind of shape it like this here. That should give me a little bit of adjustment left to right. We'll do the same thing for this end. We'll kind of clean this up. Like that. I wish I had my drill press out because this would be a lot easier, but I don't. So I will probably have to get my vise out and drill it that way. So let me get the vise and then drill this out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the vise. Try and get it as level as I can, not that it matters too terribly much. Okay, so now I get the drill out, figure out what size holes I need to drill. What I might do is drill a hole as wide as this with the drill on each side, and then maybe take the grinder and grind that out a little bit. So we'll see which way works. All right, so go ahead and apparently my little tool here isn't working. Alright, well, I guess I'll get a hammer out and tap the back of it. Okay. I'm gonna start with a small drill bit, and then I'll get into the bigger one here in a minute. All right, and then okay, so now I gotta see if I have anything that I can cut that out with. I may have to use the grinder to do it because I don't think I have any Dremel bits to be able to do it. So let me see what I got and I'll be right back. Okay, well, look like this here will have to be good enough for this side until I get to the store and get better grinding bits. So sucks that broke off, but whatever, it is what it is. At least I got this one done. So let's get back underneath the car, see how this works out, and then we'll go from there. All right, so if you're seeing any glare or weird lines on the video, it's because I dropped my GoPro and it cracked the front lens, so I have to order a new lens, which sucks, but whatever. So, but I'm gonna keep going, keep getting this stuff done. Hopefully the video turns out all right, but kind of sucks that cracked my GoPro lens. All right, so anyways, back to business. All right, so we got this. All right, perfect. Now I just got to find a bolt to go through here, a bolt and a nut to go through here, and this side will be mounted, so that's much cleaner than what I had up here. So I'm hoping everything's level, kind of where it's at. I'm gonna check that here in just a second. If not, I can always bend this down or push it up, whichever way it needs to go. So it'll be nice to kind of have a good setup here. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what the level says. So right there is level. So I'll just have to bend that up. Actually, it might actually work right there where it's at. Yeah. So right there it's touching, and it appears to be level, so that's good. So we'll find a nut and a bolt to go through that other piece, and then we'll keep moving. We'll get the other side done. All right, so I'm back from the store. I managed to pick up the bolts that we need. So hopefully this will get at least the intercooler mounted up properly. Shouldn't be too hard to do, so I'm gonna get going on it and get this piece of it finished up. So, all right, so we are back under the car and got the bolts that we need, hopefully. As well as I picked up another starter bolt to try it out and see if that's the right size. But anyways, that's whole nother story. So here's this, just I can go there. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it loose for a few minutes till I get the other side on, and then I'll come back through and tighten everything up. So it actually worked out pretty good so far anyways. So we'll see what all right, so now we're gonna do the driver's side intercooler section here, intercooler mount. So we're gonna go from this hole just like we did on the other side to this mounting tab. So I'm going to leave a little bit extra, just like I did on that other side. So be right like that, and then once we cut that, we'll do the same thing, mark that one. Mark this one, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll kind of do the ovals like we did on the other side. I know those ain't very good looking, but all right, I'm gonna have to clean this up the old-fashioned way with a file, because I don't have another grinding wheel. bad. All right, that'll work. Oh, that came out. All right, anyway. All right, so that should work. All right, so got both the holes in there. So we are good to put the intercooler on now. All right, so we got the bracket made. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt that up, and then I'll move the intercooler into place. All right, so we got that pushed back. Okay, it might be close enough to level. So, all right, so intercooler is installed. All right, so the intercooler is installed. Wasn't that bad. It actually cleaned up quite a bit, so it's on there real good. I'll go back through and make sure everything's tight here in a minute. But we made the new brackets here, which worked out a lot better than the old ones. I'll have to go back and get those out of there once I get everything put on the piping, make sure everything's right. But yeah, so it's not too bad. And so there it is, nice and centered in the car. So yeah. All right, so first thing we gotta do when putting the radiator on is I'm gonna have to take this off, because you can't get the fan on without, you gotta put the fan on and this at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. All right, so I can leave those there for now. All right, so next thing I want to do is I want to find out what bolt size this is. So I'm gonna go over to my little thread checker here, and I want to kind of clean these up, and as well as the one that's in the car, which first try M8 or 8mm by 1.25. Yeah. So the 8mm by 1.25. All right, so we've got the bolts removed off of the fan shroud. So that's done. Next thing I want to do is kind of chase these threads a little bit, just to make sure that everything is cleaned up like they should be. So it's an M8 1.25 for the radiator mount bolts, and they're pretty nasty. So this one's got all this paint and stuff down in the threads. Let's see if this thing can clean it up. Reverse it. And then as you can see, all that paint is gone and the threads are so much cleaner. So we've got 2 of the 4 done. Do the other 2 and then we'll put we'll chase the threads that's on the car as well. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, so here's the first one we're gonna do. So let's get that one, get it started nice and straight. Can't see it, but on the back side there is a ton of dirt coming out. Alright, so that one's done. That one might come back too. If you can see it or not, there's all that dirt coming out of the back. It's all rust and whatever else is in there. Build up. Probably what I'll do, since I can't get down into here with this and turn it, I'll hook this up to the drill and then slowly just go in and out with it. So let me get the drill out and then we'll do that. Alright, so one more thing I need to do before I put the radiator in is there's a big gap between here and the radiator. So the factory one has some foam run across this line right here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and clean that up a little bit. You can see where some of the old foam was. Take rubbing alcohol, kind of clean it up, put this on there. This should hold up to the temps. If not, then I'll remove it at some point. But I'm going to go ahead and put the rubbing alcohol in there, put this on, and 4 bolts here, which we'll check it real quick. Oh yeah, these go right in. That's why I like chasing the threads, because how easy them bolts go in. You're not fighting it. Alright, there's a couple of slots that these go right into. That side's in. Alright, cool. Sitting in place just how it should be. Okay, that one's in. Let's see if I can. There we go. last one, which is right here. I gotta set the camera down for a second. Let's lift up on this. All right, now we can tighten everything down. All right, the radiator is in, so we can check that off the list. Yeah, so done. It's in place. Starting to really come together now. So, all right, it's a little tough to do it with one hand, so hopefully this video is coming out all right. Most of it's pretty easy, straightforward stuff, but the next thing is going to be mounting the intercooler. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, but see what we get. So not too bad. So we got a decent amount accomplished today. We got the intercooler mounted, new brackets made for that, radiator put in. So the only thing I need, but other than that, that is it, I think, for this this video. I appreciate it. This one was a little bit harder because I had tools everywhere, a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I do appreciate those of you that are watching and following and subscribing, all that stuff. Please make sure you comment and like it. Helps the algorithm get the videos out there a little bit more, which in turn will make me be able to make some more videos. Also, any feedback, hey man, critique it all you want. I'm good with it, no big deal. So, but I do appreciate it. Once again, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.